What's up and welcome back to a brand new episode of How to Cosmic Sky. So in today's episode we are going to be doing a bit of island work and some adventure, and not just your normal chain adventure, we are going to be doing island adventure. So you see that I've got a bit of money, I've got some XP, I have been grinding away, and I've also purchased these items as well. Which is quite nice, is most of these have protection 4, they have some other ones as well, like projectile 4. We got a plague mask, which was like 150k. We got this, which was like 50k. This was 400k. I bought some gems as well, which was like 300k a stack. And the way I got all of this money was simply just by selling XP. I was just farming at my warp on the main island. I was farming all the skeletons, the witches, earning loads of XP, and then just selling the XP. Now, there's been some changes to this. I've added potatoes and I added the glowberries as well. As you can see, we're almost level 9. What else we've done? We've unlocked cows, got some water slayers. I purchased some iron fuel just to keep that going, as this is not efficient for that. I've also got some coal blocks as well. So the plan is to sort out automation. I have got miners, I've got harvesters, I've got a crafting bot, upgrader, I've got hoppers, collection chests. Yeah, I've got everything ready for this episode. So that is what we're going to be doing. I am a DJ and have been coin flipping. I've won one, lost one. So, you know. But I've got 2.5 mil remaining. Now, I'm not 100% sure whether I'm going to do it as of yet. Okay, well, I don't know why everyone's saying Celestial Squid's head, but there we go. One of my plans, if you like, is to purchase this. Oh, it's 250k. Okay, we're going to go ahead and purchase that. We should be able to make our money back quite easily with that. I'm not sure how much the mythics are, but I'm pretty sure I don't have the money for the mythic. 45 mil. Yeah, 45 mil. So we don't have the money for quite yet for that, but that is absolutely fine. So the plan with this is we are going to set up the coal fuel, the automation for the island. We're going to remove all of this stuff, make this much bigger, much more efficient. We can't put down link in chest till we're level 15, but I do want this island to level up much quicker than what it is. So with that being said, I'm going to expand this island as much as I can. I'm going to pick everything up and we're just going to have a complete redesign. So I will see you once that is all done. Okay, so I'm sitting here building away and I got bored, so I've decided I want to do a 500k coin flip, to which we are going to go ahead and do, and hopefully we win it. And I also have asked somebody to help me build out the island, as it was much bigger than what I thought it was. So we got NoJ helping us build the island out just for the platforming area, and then he will be removed from the island. But hopefully we can win this 500k. Fingers crossed. W's. Okay, we got even more money to play with now. So happy days. I just thought I'd bring that a little clip in of me CFing being a DJ. Okay, so I have expanded the island and I've completely removed the automation. I've left the dirt here just in case I decide to actually just extend rather than do anything else with it. So I've left it as it is for now. But yeah, this is the island now. I think what I might do is have these chunks over here be where the public warp is. Now, obviously, the island will expand anyway, so eventually these 3 chunks or 4 chunks will become the island warp. But other than that, that is it. So now we need to get on with the automation. Okay, so for the automation, obviously, we want it to be in the same chunk. So just looking at this, I'm probably going to use this chunk. I'd like to have a full chunk, but we don't have that option right now. So we're just going to start from here. And it's going to be the same sort of design as what we had previously, but this time I'm going to be using enriched fuel nodes, just because obviously they are better, and we've got adult bots now as well. That should be fine anyway. Okay, so now obviously our bots are going to go down here, so what we need to do now is place that, and that. We're going to get our mining bots. Place one there, and one there. Okay, now we're going to go underneath and break this block. Hello. Okay, it does want to work. Right, there we go, and those blocks have now been broken. So now we need to make the water funnel underneath it. Actually, we don't need to do that. Actually, we're going to have a collection chest system, so we don't need a water funnel beneath it. We just need one above it to be able to then fuel them. So let's go ahead and get some hoppers. Okay. So we want a hopper on him, hopper on him, and a hopper on him. Okay, now we go ahead and buy our glass blocks again. Okay, so this is how the system is going to work, but as obviously now, just what we're going to do next is set up the auto crafter. So for that we need that, some hoppers and collection chests. So let's gather all these items that we require. Now he does require fuel as well, actually. So, okay, I was going to have to change how the system was going to be initially. Because like I say, he will need some fuel himself. Lucky enough, this is actually perfect. We'll move that to there. Get rid of that. Place a block here. And that would be where the crafter is himself. And then the crafter will be there. Okay, so the crafter's going to be a little bit higher than what I wanted him to be. But it doesn't particularly matter the height of him. So that's fine. So let's go ahead and just place these blocks here like so. We don't need that one or that one. No, I do need that or that. Okay. Right, so then we have one hopper there, one hopper here. Let's just go ahead and place a block there. Break that, break that. And now we have the crafter facing that way. Break that block. Now we place this there and this there. And if we go into him and select what we want to create, which is the copper fuel. This should work completely fine. I'm not worried. Is anyone else worried? Okay, so now we just go ahead and do this. Okay, now I want it to come out obviously more than that. Okay, so that's where the farms are going to begin. So we have the farms running all across here, hopefully. Let's go ahead and place this down, like so. Okay, that's perfect. Right, now what we are going to do is we will set up this water part here. Let's go and grab some more water from our infinite water source. Do not need that there, so I'm not sure why I've kept it there, to be honest, but there we go. Right. Now please don't do what I think you're going to do. Ah, it has done what I thought it was going to do. Okay. But that's fine. We can go ahead and fix that. Oh, I got the crafting upgrade and that needs to go into user. There we go. So we're going to block that off. Move that. Put the ice there and the sign there. Just because we need this water to go round. There we go. Okay, one more bucket of water and we can go ahead and fill up our bots with some fuel that we saved from earlier. Do you know what? I've got iron fuel, so let's use that. But for those of you that don't, you can just go ahead and stick this stuff back in them. But I bought a bundle of iron fuel. So what I'm going to do is just poke this into here. Get some more. Okay, let's just make sure he has all the fuel. He does. Nice. Okay. I know we can stick some fuel into him as well. Okay, now we need to do the collecting on here. So we want coal. And then we also want fuel. So now what's going to happen here is these collection chests are going to collect the materials that are being mined down below. This man don't have a recipe selected. Well, that's a lie, because I literally selected it. Ah, I do not have it unlocked. Well, that's an issue, isn't it? Let's get the recipe. How much is that? 200k, say less. And that's actually from my island members. That's quite amusing. Okay, so now we have the recipe unlocked. Which, oh yeah, I could have done that earlier, but there we go. There we go. Now we are starting to create coal fuel. Ooh, now I did forget to do one thing, which you are probably thinking, Ricky, you bot, you told us to do it, but haven't done it yourself. You would be correct. I can't get there quick enough, chat. There we go. Right, now we need to do this one. I've got the blocks for it, I have. And this one. There we go, let's just stick some fuel in there. And then we want to do the same thing here. There we go, right. So now all of these bots are taking coal fuel. They're all going to fill up nicely. I would assume once obviously this iron fuel is run out, they would start collecting the coal fuel. So we're going to put this iron fuel back into here. And now this is the part where the farms... Now I am going to change up how I've done the water with the leaves, because one problem I kept facing when I was harvesting on my island was I kept breaking that with my hoe. So yeah, we're going to change it up a little bit. But yeah, Okay, we're going to cover this just in case it does, for whatever reason, catch a side we don't want it to catch. There we go. That's fine now. Just in case, you know, it suddenly just went like that and caught onto the side there, then it would all start collecting up here, and we don't want that. So there we go. Right. So with that done, we can now start working on the farms, and then obviously we got a lot of glass, and we're going to have to buy a lot more because this is going to be quite large. So I'm going to go ahead and build these farms, and I'll be back once I've done that. Okay, so I was working away, and then I realised I didn't actually need to make the farms as big as what I was planning on doing. I was planning on making it all the way out here, because I've only actually got 4 auto harvesters. So I've done the calculations, obviously that's 4 there. So what I am going to do is I am going to spend some more money, and I'm going to buy another 2. So we have 6 in total. So it wasn't too expensive either. So then basically, let's see. So we're going to have a bot there and a bot there. Yeah, so we're going to have 6 auto harvesters set up. So it will be this size. So yeah, I got a bit carried away and thought, yeah, I'm just going to build the whole island as a big old farm. But no, I don't actually need to do that. So let's delete this part. But yeah, this is going to be the size of the farm. We're going to have 6 auto harvesters. I do need to just change this again. The reason why I'm changing it, I will explain in a moment. So the reason why I've changed it is because it's right on the edge, and I like to have at least a blocks gap where I can change or edit or do whatever it is I need to do. So yeah, that's the reason why I've done that. Okay, so we're just going to place these blocks just so we know where the auto harvesters need to be, where the hoppers need to be. I'm going to fill this in, get the water done, get the crops ready, and just go from there. Okay, now we have it. I have completed the farm. I've done the funnels and everything, so it is all working. I have AFK'd for a while just so the fuel would get into the bots. Obviously, I collected any that was just chilling there. I've put it into the bots. They've all got coal fuel, no iron fuel, so they are all set up, ready to go. So this is going to help a lot. And what I decided to do was I went with sweet berries and glowberries on this side. just because they are much quicker with growth. So iron and XP, that is going to be more efficient. And then I put some potatoes down here, but then I realized potatoes are worth a lot. So I decided to sell the stacks that I had. As if we go search potato, you can see that 450k a stack they're selling for. So yeah, I sold 2 stacks. As you can see, I've got 2.5 mil again. So now it's time to go ahead and place our nodes, and then we're going to go ahead and get on with the adventure. Okay, so I decided not to bother placing the nodes. Placing wood and cobblestone nodes is really no benefit to me. If I want to do island quests, I'll go to my main warp, which if you don't know is IS warp, and then Tricky Ricky 89 TTV. We're just going there now, so just to show you everything. So if we go here, you can see that we have got all the iron nodes you could possibly want. We've started putting coal nodes, copper nodes down. We've got coal nodes over here. Let me just fly if I can. There we go. We've got witches, skeletons, zombies, strays, lapis down there for you as well. And then we've got all the farms above. So should I ever want to do a quest, I can come here and do them. We have all the portals obviously there. And then if I go to this TP pad here, that will bring me up to all of these farms. And the farms is obviously where we will go ahead and do our quest. We have melons up here, as well as glowberries. We have sugarcane. We've got bamboo over there. And of course, once we unlock the diamond ones, we will have a lot more, which diamond is unlocking at the time of recording in around 3 hours. So yeah, we got that looking forward to. So yeah. Now I'm sure you're all very excited, but now it is time to go ahead and do this. So we're going to claim this. We are going to do /kit and claim our kit. Now this is going to be nothing great at all. We're not going to use anything here. Okay, I was really hoping to get something of use there, but we didn't. Now, whenever you start a brand new adventure, one thing that I will always suggest that people do is, you see this here, these boots, and I've got some godly boots. What I would suggest you do is put them in a recycling bot. Let me see if I can purchase one, and I can show you why. It depends on how much they are, depending on whether or not I will buy one. The 550k. I mean, I will be using them, so I will get one. Okay, and then what we're going to do is grab 2 hoppers, go to the shop, and we're going to buy some chests. We're going to buy 2, we don't need any more than that. And then what we're going to do is just place that one there. Get our hopper, place that there, place our recycling bot on top. Place that on this, not that side. Let me just get my pickaxe. Okay, place it on this side. There we go. That's more like it. And then we want to place the chest on top. I can't fly it. There we go. And then I'll chuck the boots into there. They will go into recycling bot. But now I do need fuel. In fact, let's use some iron fuel, just so I don't have to consistently keep sorting him out. So we're going to fuel him up. Now what's going to happen here is that is going to be tinkered basically, and then there's a chance that I will get that godly socket that is on those boots. So it helps a lot with getting sockets, and this is what I do on every new adventure, especially diamonds. Especially if you pick up heroic pieces. If you pick up heroic pieces right at the start, it's worth putting them in recycle, because you can get like 70%, 75% plus, sorry, 60% to 75%. As if you get them from there, they are worth so much money right at the start, and definitely worth doing and selling. So there we go, there's top tip for you to make money. Okay, so we're now at spawn. You might be wondering why. Well, that is simply because I do not need these items. They are trash. I don't need them. So I'm just going to go there and get myself free 7k XP. You may as well do the same. It's free XP. Okay, so with that done, now we've got this stuff to go ahead and claim and open. So we're going to claim the Lost Wasteland key, claim the mask. Now we're going to do /masks, and we're going to attach that mask. Now we have the plague mask attached, which does more damage to mobs and a chance of dropping items. Now we got the gems. So normally you would just come over to the gem forge. You click examine, and then bang, you'd examine some gems. But I'm not going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to do a much easier and quicker way, and I'm going to show you what that is. I just need to go ahead and go to Tinker Tom here and get rid of these gems. Okay, now we'll just get the dust. Okay, so I'm going to go to my island, which is ISTP Tricky Ricky 89 TTV. Now, I am a member on this island just because of the blessings. So, we have this thing here, which is a gem forge, gem tinkerer, and it's set up to give me back only max PvE gems. So, if I just right click it, there we go. We got back blessed 3. Kind of rubbish, to be honest with you. I was hoping for a lot more than that to go ahead and put on the set, as we are in great need of Judgment and Marauder's Edge, as well as like Overload 3, Angelic. There's a lot of stuff that we are in need of. Now, once I've finished opening this, I'm just going to show you all something, just so you know that, you know, this series is legit. I don't cheat, as there has been a couple of things where people have mentioned that I might be cheating. So, this is my main thing, my main setup, like everything that I use for, as you can see, live on Twitch at Tricky Ricky, blah blah blah. This is what I use for my main account, and these are some of the gems I've got here that are maxed. Then I've got all these max gems, all these max gems, all them max gems, all them max gems, and plus also some plus ones. So I could quite easily just go ahead and take stuff out of here and put that on my alts account, but we don't do that here. We try and keep it as legit as possible. So we are going to hopefully buy some more gems as soon as I find the minor gems, that is. There we go, minor gems. And how much are they currently? They're 4k, so yeah, we're going to buy some more gems in the hope of getting some max gems that we actually need. Okay, so what do we get there? We got Blessed, don't want that. Fire Shot we don't need. Electrify don't need, and Lifesteal we don't need. So I am going to buy some more gems, because I really want Judgment and stuff like that. It might be worth actually just looking, because this is iron, they might not be worth a great deal. Okay, so I can get a Judgment 5 for 500k rather than buying gems. That is 100%, so it's not really great. 750k. Yeah, a lot of these, they probably won't apply. I need a lot of dust to be able to dust them down. Dust isn't too expensive, but I don't particularly want to be spending 500k on one gem. So I'm going to yeet that out, because I do not want that. We are going to buy more gems and just hope for the best and hope that we can actually pull something we need. So let's buy that. We'll buy that stack as well. Okay, I see we got quite a lot of max gems there, but did we get anything of use? That's good for the set, for the farming set, so we'll definitely take that. Same as that. Drilling Rush 3 is not a bad one to get. Bloodborne's great. Last Stand, don't use it. Drill, farming set. Implants, fantastic. Combo Saver, I think we got that one already. Yeah, we have. And Lifesteal again. Okay, so we've not really got anything there that's going to help us a great deal, but we've got dust. So we can go ahead and just obviously get the dust from here. I've got quite a lot of dust to go through here, so I'll be back once I've done that. Okay, so out of the gems that we've got, the only thing we really use is implants on the helmet and bloodboard on the legs. There's nothing else here that I would use on my set. Maybe Adrenaline Rush would be good to put on the boots. But other than that, everything else there is kind of useless to me. So I'm going to put everything else in there. These ones I'm going to keep down the bottom, because as I said, they were going to be great for a farming set. We ended up getting quite a lot of dust. But if we go ahead and let's take that. Let's okay, so we do need a godly on the leggings. So let's go and have a look and see how much they are. They're pretty quite expensive. Let's have a little look, see. 75k for a 30% are 300k for a 70. I don't really want to be paying that. +1 iron socket expander, 90k. Let's try our luck. Oh, okay, it went on. I wasn't expecting that to go on. Okay, so we're going to go and try and apply these guys. So, first of all, let's dust down the ones we currently have, as we don't want them to break, really. Okay, let's have 15%. We need to dust this one down as well, otherwise it's just going to break on us. Okay, I am not expecting blood war to go on at all, so I might even buy some dust. Let's have a look, see how much dust it is. If I can find it, there it is. So how much is it? It's like a K per, so we'll buy this. 140k, that's not bad at all for 5+. Okay, there we go. So now both those gems are 10%. We're going to put our dust in here. Okay, now we're going to go spawn, as of course we do not have the ability to do /tinker. So we're going to go over to the gem forge again. Okay, so we want to remove implants 1 off of there. And then remove nothing from there because we've got the, we've got the socket, so we can apply. W, so that went on. Now the helmet. Okay, and they both went on. So that's going to be very helpful for us. I see there's some stuff here. Let's have a look, see what we got. What's going on? Blood transfusion, we don't want that. Yeah, we don't really want any of this. Nope. It's always worth checking out though. You know, there could have been a cheeky little gem there. Maybe like Judgment Free or something. That would have been useful for us. Okay, let's take this stuff off as we will not be using it. Oh, I did buy this as well, chat, but I didn't end up, of course, using that. As chain was kind of meh. Okay. Oh, I've also got the Chaos Cow Pet as well, just to help with damage. Right, now we need some food. And it would appear... Okay, I do have chicken. Chicken's also not great. So, let's go into the shop. Food. Just buy a couple of stacks of that. We are going to pick that flight all back up because we don't have many of them. Alright, so now we're going to run some adventure. And what I will probably do is just try and kill as many as I can. Wait, do I have any pots? I swear I had a healing pot. Where did I put it? There we go. Oh, I've got no gold in it. And gold right now is stupidly expensive. Looks like 4 mil for 7 blocks. No, 7 mil for 7 blocks. Any other gold? Gold bars, what are we saying? Yeah, no, I can't buy any gold at all. So we're just going to have to take the healing pot in with us. And any gold we get, we just have to stick right on there. Again, I don't expect this to go very well at all. I've only got Bandit Barrier 2. Judgment, I've got Marauders Edge 2. So what we do is we're going adventure. I will show you a couple of chests, and then if I can, I will try my very best to get a heroic and show you that. I don't see that I'll be able to do that, but we'll just have to see how we go. If I can find a mob to start with, that would be fantastic. Oh, we got down here. We got a basic. Let's see what happens. Okay, so they don't do a great deal of damage to me right now actually, so this might be easier than what I thought. Let's head down into the cave. So obviously we have the heroic boss bar unlocked, so hopefully we can get some of them. Not sure how this is going to go against the legendaries, they might hurt. Half a heart. Okay, where's that chest? I need it. Oh, got these. Okay, we're going to back up and we're going to pop this pet. We're going to eat. And then start swinging. Oh! Okay, we almost died there. We're okay now. We're okay, chat. We're doing alright. I don't like those guys. Oh, there you go. What proc there? Was that Arcane Blast? Oh, I didn't even see we had Arcane Blast. I can't see where this basic chest that we got is. Okay, we got buff 1 on the set as well. Legendary chest. Let's go. Hey, we got 5 iron nodes. That's actually pretty decent. We also need this because I don't have slash fix all or anything like that. So yeah, the gear is going to be taking some damage. I still don't know where that basic chest has gone. You need to back up, fam. Okay. So really I should be using an axe here as well, because axe just do more damage. So I could probably one-shot these basics with the enchants and stuff that I have, if I had an axe. Alright, so if you see something like this, like Mythic Captain, it's always worth just advertising it in chat and saying anyone buying cords for it. Now, I did do that, but nobody bothered replying. But this man was in adventure. I know he had Mythics unlocked, so I was kind enough to say, Mythic Captain on me, here are the cords, enjoy. Okay, and he was kind enough to give me this, which is a Mythic Airdrop Flare. I've not done one of these yet, but that's an absolute W from him. Thanks for the AP. Well, that's an absolute W from him. Yeah, we appreciate that. But yeah, so my experience so far of running this, it's been difficult. The repair scrolls, I've not been getting a lot of repair scrolls, so that's been difficult. All my stuff's almost breaking. Lucky enough, you do get a slash fix every 10 minutes, which is somewhat helpful. But yeah, I can understand why it's hard for you guys without a rank to get any sort of progression done. But let's have a look. How many I've killed? 675 mobs. I've not seen a mythic boss bar yet. He said he's always down to share loot. That's nice of him. So yeah, there you go. I mean, as you sort of just seen there from the messages from Trapping. Now, I was nice enough to go ahead and just let him know that there was a Mythic Captain there. And he was nice enough to give me the item that dropped, so I think we appreciate that from him. Alright, well, I'm going to carry on grinding. I doubt very much I'm going to get a Mythic. Sorry, not Mythic, a Heroic boss bar. But if I do, I'll catch you when I get there. If not, I'll catch you back on the island. Okay, so I'm just checking the price for this Mythic Flare, and it is 23 mil, and I don't possess 23 mil on the main account. So I'm not going to be able to purchase that off myself. So what I'm going to do is I am going to list this for 15 mil. We'll try 20 mil and see if it sells. Now, I'm not expecting it to sell just based off the fact that Diamond is out today, so I'm not thinking it's going to sell at all. But it's better to put it in there and hope for the best anyway. We got 150%. Let's do that. Okay, now we got some more dust, which is always good to have. And of course, we've got some gems that we can go ahead and open. Now, where do I keep my... Oh, you go. Nodes going here. So, really, that is not bad at all for... Well, for this episode, we've done quite a lot. We've managed to get the islands into a good position. We've got a reasonably decent iron set. And we managed to get, well, this item, to which I don't think is going to sell. So I'm going to relist it again at 15 mil and hope that it sells. Okay, so I've been sitting here waiting for it to sell, and it is just not going to sell. And the reason it's not selling is because nobody gives a monkeys about Mythic Iron now. As we do slash fund, we have got 2 hours and 30 minutes until a diamond unlocks. So nobody's going to really care too much about this. So again, I'm going to lower it and try and get 10 mil for it. Getting 10 mil on this account will be absolutely massive. It'll be a lifesaver. We'll be able to do so much more stuff. We'll be able to buy so much more items. Even potentially buy the demonic map and just get straight into demonic. Which would be great for us as well, because then we won't be getting the shards and stuff like this. We'll be getting full nodes. It will be extremely helpful going forward. So if that does sell, that is probably what I will do. I'll just check the price now. So they're going for like 2 mil, so I'd only be able to get 5 frags. But by the time this sells, I will probably be able to buy all the frags, potentially. Okay, it's a random clip. It sold for 10 mil, so now we have 10 mil, chap. So yeah, next video is going to be very interesting. So thank you very much, everybody, for watching. I appreciate you all. See you on the next one. If you did enjoy, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you'd like to see for the next episode. Thank you, and goodbye.